Guys, welcome back to Carib 21, where we share what's trending in and around the Caribbean. If it's your first time joining, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. Let's get into it. So earlier this week, I posted a reaction video, reacting to Candace Owens digging into Kamala Harris' Jamaican ancestry. And the video went crazy. There's a lot of comment in the comment section, mostly respectful, but some people got personal. So I decided that I would come back today and do a Q&A and answer most of the questions, or some of the most common questions that popped up in that comment section. So let's talk about it.
I'm not visited by what Donald Trump has to say. You know, her mother is an Indian, right? Her father is Jamaican. So she can't just turn black. She has it within her. This is Kamala Harris. And this is me. This is Donald. And I think that's Kamala. This one was taken at her grandmother's home. Very smart. Ask a lot of questions from babyhood. They would ask you things that I didn't even know about. She used to jump off the cliffs and so on and play. So this is the community area. We are from Jamaica once more again. And it's Jamaica to the world. So it's a happy moment. Even talking to you now, I feel some sort of tears from my eyes too. You know, it's like tears of joy, you know.
So
I'm
the
very
first
happy.
question is, what was the purpose of your video? Why did you decide to react to Candace Owens and what she was saying about Vice President Kamala Harris? Let me put it this way. So I am a Caribbean content creator. I am a Jamaican. I live outside of the United States of America. And once the conversation started about the validity of the vice president race, of her being black, and the way I saw that it was unfolding on social media and on American mainstream media, I realized that Americans really do not understand Jamaica. Let me give you an example. For most of the people that I saw on mainstream media that was trying to defend the vice president black ancestry, what they would say is that her mother is Indian and her father is Jamaican. Jamaica is an island. Jamaica is a country. It's not an ethnicity. There are black Jamaicans. There are white Jamaicans. There are Chinese Jamaicans. There are Indian Jamaicans. And I sat back for months and watched this taking place. So when Candace Owens now decided to go dumpster diving and to start looking up documents to prove that the vice president was not really black, I decided that I would do some research. And that's how I reacted to the video that she posted. So that's question number one. Question number two, who would you like to see win the election? And I realized that this question came up because the landscape on social media, on YouTube, from what I've observed is that there are Republican vloggers, there are Democratic vloggers, and by watching the video that I posted, it wasn't clear if I was a Democratic vlogger or a Republican vlogger. So people were curious, who do I really want to win this election? Because they weren't clear from the video. So as I stated earlier, I am a Jamaican. I do not live inside the United States of America. And I really think that whatever my thoughts are towards the election are irrelevant because I'm not a US citizen. And I know that there are Jamaicans that live inside the US that would have an opinion and that would have their candidate that they want to win. But for me, as a Jamaican and as a Caribbean national, my personal belief is that regardless of Democrats or Republican, whoever win the election, the result for the Caribbean would be the same. And let me give you an example. For the past 50 years, within my lifetime, the Caribbean have been pushing America to release Cuba from the embargo. Cuba is still under an embargo. The relationship, the whatever you see going on in Haiti, it is like, it's painful for a Caribbean national to just look across to our neighboring brothers and sisters, Haiti, and to see what is going on there. And as I said, in my lifetime, whether Democrat or Republican, Haiti still remains the same. So my personal opinion is that regardless of Democrat or Republican, the Caribbean will not benefit in any significant way. So I don't think whatever I think about the election is really relevant. So that's my number answer. 3. Are you related to Donald Harris? And that might be the funniest one. And that is the dad of Vice President Kamala Harris. And I believe that the person that asked this question, you can definitely see that this person was a Republican, because this person was pretty much insinuating that I was paid to come on YouTube and to do a video trying to break apart what Candace Owens was saying. But I know I have a receding hairline, and, you know, to be honest, I almost look like him, but no. From what I know, like, we're not related. So, no. So that's question number 3. I am not related to the Harris, and I'm not here trying to break down what Candace Owens saying because I'm a part of the family. No. Okay, so question number 4, and this was by far the most common one, and it came in like a question, and it came in statement most of the time. And the question is, where is your receipt? So a lot of people were saying in the comment section that, you know, Candace Owens brought receipts and you're not credible until you bring some receipts. So pretty much they're like, I'm not going to take what you say because you didn't bring some receipts. You didn't bring death certificate. You didn't bring birth certificate. And I saw Candace Owens posting birth certificate and death certificate. So let me answer that one. So personally, I believe it's irresponsible to come on YouTube and to put out documents that are so personal, like a death certificate or a birth certificate. That's just my personal belief. Candace Owens is on a different level. Candace Owens is probably losing over $500,000 US every month because she's not able to monetize her content because YouTube block her from monetization. I'm a small YouTuber and I'm not trying to push the envelope to get any lawsuit or anyone coming and striking because I put out personal information out there. So no, I'm not going to put out any receipts. I'm not going to put out any personal information. As I said I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's unethical. In some cases, I think it's unethical to put people's personal document out there, death certificate, birth certificate, marriage certificate. I don't think so. And what people need to realize is that I have the advantage. I'm Jamaican. I know Jamaica history. I know Jamaica culture through and through, like the back of my hand. I know everything about Jamaica. Candace Owens is on the outside looking in. When Candace Owens is digging up documents online, most of the documents online cannot be validated. And let me tell you why. When you look at the Harris family and when you look at the Finnegan family going back over 150 years, most of the documents that Candace Owens got from online, those were documents that were done by the British government. So before Jamaica gained independence in 1962, the British government kept all of our documents. And from Jamaica became a slave island, really. All of those documents are kept by the British government, And if you go to the UK, they are documents from Jamaica that are stored away in a vault for the entire Jamaican existence being a plantation island. If you talk to historians going to the UK and looking for documents for when we're studying history in Jamaica, you'll find, for example, like some of our national hero, like Paul Bogle, you'll find trial documents, you'll find execution documents of a lot of the slaves that were tried and executed. Those documents are not in Jamaica. Those documents are kept in the UK. And when you see Candace Owens looking for Donald Harris's birth certificate and cannot find it, there's a reason. Because the Jamaican government, the Jamaica Registrar General, would not put birth certificate, marriage certificate, or death certificate online. If you see any of those certification online after 1962, it would be a Jamaican that would go to the Registrar General, get those certificates, take a picture, and put it on Ancestry or some of those websites that you're looking for, you're trying to find your ancestry. So, no, I have no receipts. I was able to pull some strings. I was able to get information. And as I said, Candace Owens is on the outside looking in. I am Jamaican. I know where all the plantations in Jamaica were. I know the history of them. And the plantations that turned into estate, I know all of the history. And as a matter of fact, my house in Jamaica, I own the property in Jamaica, and my property is on one of the old estate. And Jamaicans will know. When you go to Jamaica and you'll see Caribbean estate, you'll see whatever estate, there are numerous estates in Jamaica. A lot of those estates were old plantation. So, no, I won't put up any receipt and that's it. Like, take my word for it. I'm Jamaican. I know way more than Candace Owens know. I know the history, I know the culture, and I know people. So, question number 5, and this is another funny question. Why don't you look up Donald Trump ancestry? And as I said, that's another funny one. And for me, as I stated earlier on, I'm a Jamaican, I'm a Caribbean content creator, and the only reason why I did the video reacting to what Candace Owens was talking about, Kamala Harris's Jamaican or black ancestry, is because I'm Jamaican, is because I'm Caribbean. If you can show me some document that Donald Trump is Jamaican, or maybe he's from Barbados, I don't know, it could be from Cuba, then I will look up his ancestry. But the only reason why I'm talking about what is going on in terms of the election and the vice president, Jamaican or black ancestry, is because I'm Jamaican. Okay, so question number 6, and this was a question and pretty much a back and forth, you can tell, in the comment section between Democrats and Republican supporters. And the question was, why is it that the only 2 black nominee for president ancestry was in question? So Kamala Harris and Barack Obama. So people were going back and forth in the comment section saying that in America's presidential history, like there are so many other white presidents, but why is it only that the 2 black nominees, why is it that their ancestry is being questioned? Honest, I know that the easiest thing to go to is that it's racism, and I'm sure some racism probably contribute to that. But what I must say, I think it's more of politics. And I'm old enough to remember a little over 20 years ago when Bush was in power. George W. Bush was in power. And I remember Condoleezza Rice and I remember Colin Powell. Those were 2 black Republicans that were given some of the highest position in the Bush administration. And I clearly remember that there were a lot of people on the other side, on the Democratic side, that would call them like that name, like coons. They would call them whitewash. In particular, Condoleezza Rice. I remember Condoleezza Rice. She was classically trained in piano, and even though like social media wasn't like social media is now, there I think there was Skype and there was like one of those older network, but not like Facebook or like Instagram, no. And in the papers, and you talk to people in person and people would just like rip them apart. So I think it's on both sides, because from what I remember, and the interesting thing is that Colin Powell was Jamaican, and as a Jamaican, you know, sometimes we Jamaicans were proud of everything, and as a Jamaican you would have to be careful back then being proud of Colin Powell because he was a Republican. So I think it's on both sides, and it's so that is just what's going on in the comment section. It's like very festive. People are, and I must say, people are keeping it respectful. So I respect that there's no swearing going on in the comment section. But that's just what's going on in the comment section. Okay, so question number 7. And this was one that was, people were battling out in the comment section. This one was not directed to me, but people were going at it in the comment section. And the question is, does it matter if she's black or not? And apparently there are different back and forth in the comment section, but apparently there are a group of African Americans that are of the belief that, yes, even if she's black, and we acknowledge that she's black, but she is Jamaican and Indian ancestry, and even if our Jamaican ancestry is black ancestry, she was not linked back to slavery. So that is something new. Well, not new to me, but it's a conversation that I've been seeing taking place online in a lot of the comment section, where people are talking about, in particular, Kamala Harris now. And apparently, like, there are some people, some African Americans, that pretty much have buyer's remorse in terms of the Barack Obama vote, because people were saying that in order for them to really acknowledge the first African American president, that African American president would have to be a candidate that was descendants of slave, and that could trace their generation 100, 200 years to the USA, not someone that's a new immigrant. So that is one that pretty much take the conversation to a different level. And as I say, I'm happy that that wasn't addressed to me, but that is what people are talking about in the comment section. And I'm going to do the final question now. And the final one was, do I think that, based on what I've researched, do I think that the Vice President, Kamala Harris, is black? Do I think that she's black? And I'm going to answer it 2 ways. One of the things that was taking place in the comment section also was the 1-drop rule, that 1 drop of black blood. And that, to me, that is a Eurocentric rule. And that is something that doesn't necessarily apply in Jamaica. Jamaicans don't go by that same rule. So if you have, because people are arguing in the comment section that, yes, like, she might be Indian, she might be mixed with white or Irish or whatever Candace Owens was saying, but as long as there's 1 drop of black blood in her, she's African American. And I would say that is American rule. So I do believe that she can run and she can win the election in America and become the first African American female vice president, because that's American rules. America, and it's something that America has been going by for decades. So, but in Jamaica, would Jamaicans consider her black? So if you're Jamaican, please sound off in the comment section. Let me know if you, based on what I've seen, is that the Vice President Kamala Harris, that her Jamaican ancestry from her dad, there are some white, some Indian, and some black mix. So she's very mixed, as most Jamaicans are mixed. And her mother, Indian. Do you think in Jamaica, would you consider her, if she was running to be Prime Minister of Jamaica, would you consider her the first black female Prime Minister? Sound off in the comment section and let me know. Because from what I know, over the years, over decades, this has been a question in Jamaica. And it goes back to Lisa Anna, Miss Jamaica World. It goes back to Tony and Singh. And Lisa Anna, Tony and Singh, they are Jamaican beauty queens. They have Indian mix. They are very mixed up. But whenever they won, like, the argument always comes back in the Jamaican Twitter space is that why is it that a black Jamaican woman cannot win Miss World or Miss Universe? So even though Lisa Anna, Tony and Singh, they are very mixed. They have multiple different race mix and they have some black in them. That always come back to question. So sound off in the comment section. If you're Jamaican, do you think that if Vice President Kamala Harris was running to be Jamaica's first female Prime Minister, would you say she would be like the first black female Prime Minister? Sound off in the comment section and let me know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.